problem now is like making sure I eat enough, which won't be a problem tonight.
Happy birthday. Wait.
It's tomorrow.
Tomorrow, right?
Tonight we're celebrating my mom, Dinah's 67th birthday. This is especially notable because she never thought she'd live past 40. My maternal grandmother died from cancer when my mom was only 4 years old, and all of my grandmother's sisters died young as well. My mom lived with the fear of a genetic time bomb, and at 63, she was diagnosed with stage 1 ovarian cancer. Now she's in remission, but her anxiety remained, so she volunteered for a study on the therapeutic effects of the psychedelic drug Psilocybin. A reporter is here to interview her about her experience.
Whoa! So, you know, chemo for me was not the hard part, because when you're in chemo, you're doing something. You're actively doing something. You feel that I'm making myself better. I'm going to get rid of this. It's going to be gone, and I'm going to be well. And so, you know, I thought I'll have a party when I'm done with chemo. Yeah. But what happened was when I was done with chemo, I didn't feel like having a party. Then I started to worry about, is it coming back? And really, when is it coming back? Because the truth about many cancers, ovarian and breast among them, is that they come back. There's no cure. I mean, you'll hear people talk about cures. What they're saying is, after the first 5 years, if there's no recurrence, the chances improve that there will be no recurrence. And hopefully you'll die of something else before it comes back. Yeah. So, you know, I used to get on the plane and think, well, if the plane goes down, I'll be cured, right? Would have died of something else.
Sure. What was the experience itself like for you, the day of the dosing?
It was absolutely amazing. These are Tony's words. He said it's like being launched into space on a rocket. But it was like almost a violent thing. It was like all of a sudden, I was completely lost. Just like it was terrifying. I didn't know where I was. I mean, I knew physically I was in this room with Tony and Michelle, but mentally inside my head, it was just complete chaos. Like being in a carnival fun house or something, or the whole of a ship that's rocking on the ocean and it's all dark, and just complete disorientation. And I was just terrified, absolutely terrified. And I guess then I remembered that Tony and Michelle were there, and I stuck my hand out of the blankets, and I said, I'm so scared. And I think it was Tony just held my hand and said, it's okay, just go with it. Just go with it. Soon after that, and I just go with it, I saw my fear. And I mean, it wasn't a hallucination, but it was like, it was right here. I could feel it.
Where the cancer was?
Actually, the cancer was over here,
okay.
But I felt it on the other side, under the rib cage, and it was like a black mass, as if it were a cancer. But it was fear, and I saw it there, and I was just furious. It infuriated me, and I just get the fuck out, you know. And I think I even was able to say something. It was very hard to speak, to vocalize it all. I just was so angry. I said, I'm not going to be eaten alive. The fear was eating me alive, and this experience, I'm not. It's not happening. Get out. And the fear was gone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you see it leave you?
No, it just was gone.
Yeah.
And I just was listening to the music then and seeing patterns, like Oriental carpet type patterns that were moving. Again, I don't think hallucination, but like dreamy more. And I just was kind of floating with the music, and when the music would stop, it was somewhat jarring.
After the study, my mom joined the YMCA, where she lost weight and grew muscles she never knew she had. She also made a lot of new friends. But just like she feared her genetic inheritance, I also fear mine. I asked her over to discuss something that's been in my mind since I was a child. Did you know that I've always been uncomfortable with my middle name?
I know, because Gretchen died of cancer. Is
Yeah.
that why?
Yeah. Didn't you ever think of that when you gave it to me?
No, I never thought of that because, Gretchen's dying of cancer was a complete outlier. First of all, that wasn't even my family.
She's not a blood relation?
No, she's not a blood relation. She's related to Aunt Judy. She was Aunt Judy's niece. And the other thing is there was no cancer in that family. And she had an osteosarcoma, which is unusual and not known to have a genetic component, although all cancers probably do. It wasn't like it doesn't run in families the way breast cancer and ovarian do, and colon. So it was really, a big fluke. Gretchen was a really important person to me. She was a really wonderful person. I would have liked to name you Gretchen as your first name, but it was still so painful for me, I couldn't do that.
It's not
Gretchen is not
the most fashion-forward name.
Not at all, and that was another consideration.
My anxiety eased. I'm free to accept the good that is passed on to me without superstition. We found my mom's vintage Diane von Furstenberg dresses tucked away into a closet. She fits into them again, and we're both excited by the accomplishment. The dresses fit me too, and she gave me 3 of them.